Alright, let's try and see if this has come on live. Alright, let's have a look and see if this works. Something's not right. Have a look at this. No, this is wrong. Okay, let's hope this works. Right. Guys, those of you who are on the live, if it is live, I'm going to also double check as well. Please do let me know how the stream is, how the sound quality is, because what I had to do was switch through a few of the things. Excuse me 1 second. Alright guys, right. I need all of you guys to double check and let me know exactly what's going on. So let me quickly jump in and see if this is actually coming in live, because I have no way of checking. I'm using some primitive software to do what I need to do. And let me see if anything. Oh, actually we are live. Okay, super. So this is awesome. So let me share the link to my lovely people here. Give me a second. This was painful. So there we go, we are live now. YouTube was having some sort of an issue, so YouTube Studio couldn't update the streams, so it wasn't connecting to my Streamlabs software or my OBS Live software. So what I did was I just ended up getting the OBS and finally configured it quickly, because it wasn't configured, so I had to get at least the mic in there, you know what I mean, just a basic setting. Right, now we're back to normal. Enough of that. Let's do this. So what happened? What's wrong with the market? What do we see in the market? Very important facts to see. One of the main news that was going around yesterday, so if you actually went on a website, for example, and just typed Solana news, there was a lot of fake news out there. Thank you, Bubble. Awesome, bro. So there was a lot of fake news and kind of miscommunication out there, right? But I had to go to the core and double check exactly what Solana's saying about this and what Solana's doing, right? So Solana had a bit of a situation where, you know, if you actually go to their Twitter, you can actually see this, but I'll just read it from here. Forbes actually didn't write anything fake here today, so that's quite good. So Solana had normally they do have it, because on the beta testing they actually have the beta live blockchain, they have 50,000 TPS, right, transactions per second, and a new project launched on it, and somehow it triggered 400,000 transactions per second and caused a bit of a backlog which the network couldn't handle, so the network ended up forking itself, right? And a lot of people came out with all sorts of other fake news, like, oh, the blockchain is being switched off, blockchain is dead, and so many other crap, basically, excuse my language, but that's what it is, right? Fact is, the blockchain was not locked down. The only thing that was basically restarted was the nodes. So the nodes are the validators who are validating your transactions. So that part of the technology was restarted in order to calm things down. The blockchain didn't get taken down. So these are myths if you're listening to it, so please do understand. Also, it was very awesome to see that it happened, it was noticed, they announced it within 5 hours. They did say we are releasing the thing, a patch to it, so they did do a patch, and I've been tracking them because I have Solana. I'll show you. So I've been tracking them, and I've been tracking the time scale. So what I've noticed, it took them less than 12 hours. In fact, as soon as they announced that they're going to do a restart, I think it was about 3 or 4 hours, right? So they did say, just give us a bit of time, and you can see the timeline, and it was about 3 or 4 hours, and then they finally did it, right? And this is what they said, and we're back. So the blockchain did not shut down. So please do understand this, right? Blockchain did not shut down. Everything was absolutely fine. Blockchain is doing awesome. There's no issues at all with the blockchain. So I just wanted to get this kind of clear, that there's a lot of FUD out there. Oh, they shut down the blockchain. Oh, and that's coming from people who love other coins. I understand, right? But again, guys, calm down. It's new technology, right? BTC, Bitcoin, it's been around for 12 years. It's had so many attacks like this, but every failure that is resolved makes the coin more stronger. So for me, it was just amazing what I saw, and I actually even posted it on what do you call this, on Discord, right? I actually posted something. I said, where is it? I actually wrote something. I said, have a look at this. Right, must check this out. Just have a look at this. 4,000, and I'm like, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm so happy, because end of the day, that's great stuff. We can see that a system was actually attacked, or whatever. It could have been an attack, and done 400,000 transactions, but they didn't switch the network like Ethereum did. Do you know what I mean? Ethereum did it, and that's why we got ETC and ETH. This was awesome, and the community has been so positive, and you can see this from this as well, right? It didn't collapse all the way down here, because remember, if this blockchain died, it would have come down here, but the blockchain didn't die. And however, if you look carefully, I've been mentioning for the last 6-7 days, right, that we are going to see a correction, and I put a trend line, and look where we came to. And I was looking at this, and I was like, this is exactly where we are. Did Solana just collapse? Well, no, it didn't collapse. This was the moment where people got panicked a little bit. Some people, weak hands, panicked, but everybody else is fine. And the best part of all of this is, you see these lower lows, you see, so lower low, lower low, lower low, fine, but they're all higher than this low. Even the lowest low here is higher than this low. So and I've mentioned this as well. I said, look guys, we've got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 reds now. Well, we are going to see a massive spike coming in, because what doesn't break you, right, will make you stronger. And this is what's happened here. It couldn't be broken, so now it's become stronger, and we are going to see a lot more people notice this and come on board. So just wanted to quickly say this, and then obviously Brother KR talked something about what do you call this? He told me something about how where is it? Egld has 1 million transactions per second. Well, it's very simple. Egld doesn't. Egld actually, they did say that they've done it on the beta. So on their testnet, they've done 263k. Absolutely, they've done that. And they're saying, like, we've done 15,000. We can go beyond 100, but they're not specifying what the number is. They're just saying we do have the capacity. And on the testnet, they have done 263. And this would probably be a stress test or something on the network. And of course, they're all upgradable. But again, remember, guys, new technology will always have problems. And this is why we have teams of developers. You don't just build it once and leave it. You have constant development, and that means these bugs will be squashed over time. So all of these projects, you've got to give them a bit of time, and then overall, whenever we see a problem and they fix it, it's a better project. So I just want to get that out of the way, guys. Solana news, because end of the day, I know there's a lot of bullshit out there. End of the day, as I said, if it can't be broken and it can be fixed, then ultimately it's a good thing. And they didn't fork it or give free coins or whatever, oh, here's a new chain now, new coin now, none of that business. So this was all good, and it was just validator nodes that had to be restarted, not the network. Okay, the blockchain didn't get done. So please understand this. That's all I wanted to say. So other than that, I mean, I just want to quickly give you a market update. I'm not going to make this video too long. Also, what I need to do is go and double check the chat, because I have no idea if anyone said anything. So guys, if you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe, smash that like button. It does really help the videos, especially like the channel. It does help the channel. It's awesome to see you guys there, so be awesome. And let's grow the community and actually only talk about facts on this channel. That's all we ever talk about, right? Just pure facts, nothing else. So let's see who's on chat. If you're on chat, say hi, and if you have a coin you want me to talk about, quickly drop it, because I'm not going to make this video too long. I do have to go and attend to something very quickly, so I'm going to go and check that out. BTC, remember I was saying that we need to get above this 47. Well, I'm glad that we did get above this 47, and I've been mentioning to many people that, guys, all of this was bullish for us. The signs were saying bullish. Obviously we were still dumping. The signs were bullish, and now that we've re-entered here, it's showing more bullish. Okay, so, and also just to, I think I did update on Discord. I'm sure I'd upgraded everybody on Discord. We've officially had our golden cross now. So as you can see, last night we've officially had our golden cross, and we did mention the 15th of September many times. We said it could be 2 days before, it could be 2 days after, but ultimately this is what it was, and we've been mentioning this for a very long time. And you can see our model actually worked out, and we officially had a golden cross. Now you'll see a lot of retail FOMO and everything, and remember what I always say, whenever the retail FOMO is in, they're usually late. So they're usually late to the party. So ultimately, that means we're going to all front run everybody. And the whales, the bulls, sorry, not the bulls, but the whales and the institutions, they all knew it's coming. So they were preparing for this, and this is what they were doing. They were front running the market so they can pick it up on these discounts. You know what I mean? So that's what it is anyway. So far everything looking solid. But again, for me, I'm not going to be over optimistic on this one. I'm not going to be over bullish on this one, because what we need to do is, now that we've done this, we need to get above this zone here. So there's a little bit of a zone here. In fact, it's pretty much, you can say, this 52, 53 zone. We need to get back above this and then move forward with it and see where we go from that one. Quickly moving over to Ethereum. Pretty much reacting the same way as BTC, but Ethereum is showing a slight sign of weakness here. I'm not sure why. However, the indicators are saying that yes, we are definitely bullish. We do want to move up again, but I have seen, so this slight sign of weakness is actually also confirming here, as you can see on the RSI. So the stochastic RSI, the RSI is showing this slight little bit of a flip downwards, on the daily, which is actually saying that there's something not right here. So we're going to have to keep an eye on Ethereum in order to see what the market's going to do. So I want to see what's Ethereum really doing. Solana we've talked about. We're hoping to see a bounce here. That's all I can say actually, because it is a hope right now. But other than that, if the market does wake up and see the fact for what it is, I'm sure this is going to basically have a nice little bounce and then move back up again. That's Solana. Let's move over to DOT. DOT, we've talked about how it's kind of heating up here. You can see this particular zone where it's kind of heating up, and here it's decided to take a break. But this is not bad news, because we're doing this on the center. That means we can either go down or we can go up. This is very undecided. So the market's now trying to figure out what to do with DOT. So maybe the money is going to come back in here, maybe not, but ultimately it's looking super solid. Also, I looked at the trend lines, and I was observing the trend lines, and they were looking pretty awesome here. To me, that was looking awesome. So that means that if we did come back down, we could have a nice little bounce here, which is at the $31, and then continue again as long as we're moving upwards. But remember, until we go back to this $47, $48 previous all-time high, we're not going anywhere. So there's a long way to go, but let's see. As long as the market continues, it should be good, but it is heating up a little bit. Cardano, epic failure obviously. And it's still showing bearish, by the way. So if you look carefully, look, all of this is bearish. All of this is bearish. Even though the RSI is showing some kind of a sentiment move, everything else is showing bearish. So I'll be careful on Cardano. This would definitely be an accumulation zone, but other than that, I wouldn't really go anywhere else with this one right now, because we have to really see Cardano pull its weight and come and do something. Because it was, even though they had a successful launch, in my opinion, it was an epic fail, because none of the decentralized exchanges, the dApps or anything like this, all the applications that they say they have, right? And they, I'll show you what I mean. This is Cardano's ecosystem. This is Cardano's ecosystem. This is all the people that have pledged or promised or have said, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. All the partners, everything you got here. But we haven't seen them come out with anything. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I think Cardano right now is either going to be surprising everybody, or it's just going to be a complete epic fail. So let's see what this does. But that gives opportunities for other coins. And this is where, if you hedged, you will always understand that, by hedging a little bit sometimes onto other coins, so you don't put your eggs in one basket, you'll be super fine. So this is why I always say to people, I say, like, guys, don't just pick one. Try and go into all of them. There's no harm, and ultimately you'll always benefit at least from one or the other, because that's where the key is, right? Because a lot of people, they pick one and they're risking everything on that one. Don't do that. Make sure to pick a few and then diversify yourself. So this is what I'm seeing, and looks like we've got this new trend line forming. So I can get rid of this. I'll probably get rid of it later. But we've got this new trend line forming. However, I also see one other pattern forming here as well, which is actually bullish. So this is insane. Let me just show you this, right? So if you look carefully here, right, when I'm looking at this level here, I see this pattern here. Normally this is a breakout pattern. So we might actually end up seeing a nice little breakout and pop up again. You know, so usually when you have a downward sloping pattern, you know that you're going to see some sort of a breakout. So that's something to keep an eye on. I wouldn't go super crazy on it. Egld, I've been telling everybody that, guys, this is getting hot, so it's going to come down. And as you can see, it started to indicate that it wants to come down. You see, everything is pointing is coming down. So anybody on Egld now would be a good time to take some profits if you want to. Not financial advice, you do what you do, but this is probably going to come back and test that trend line. You see that trend line? It will come back to test that trend line, because a lot of money will, you know, if some people have made money, they're going to take it out now. So there will be a little bit of a correction here. As long as we can hold the trend line is super solid, and if we fail, then obviously we're going to come back down again. But let's see what it does right now. I don't think we should really worry too much about any of this stuff, you know, but as I said, this has been screaming hot, hot, hot for some time now. You know, and so far, if we do come down, we can see we might have a nice little $30–40 correction on the minimum side, $30–40, and see where we go from there. So hope this kind of helps on Egld. Yeah, nothing positive at this present moment. In fact, I can do a negative. Let me just tell you what the chart is telling us, what the correction level could be as low as, yeah, so the correction level they're saying is going to be around the $205. So they're saying basically if we did have a worst case scenario, we could easily come down to $205. So guys, be warned, because you can see this level here, if we did come down, is around the $200. So they're saying if Fibonacci 618 is saying $205 could be the correction level, and then we could see a nice little bounce moving back up again. AVAX this is a pretty good structure, and we did talk about the breakout, so we get rid of this now. Pretty good structure, but again, let's see what it does. It is hot, it is super hot. Everything is indicating, so stochastic RSI indicating that it's too hot, it needs to come down. RSI, however, is showing us a slight bullish pattern here, so saying like, look guys, we do still have room to grow up, so we might grow up. So that's one I would keep a close eye on. I don't think this is the time for the correction. It is hot, but not as hot as Egld or some of the other coins out there. So this still has a good chance to continue moving up. I think it's got it's trying to form a nice little trend line, and if it does, that would be really awesome. This could probably potentially be a nice little trend line that we could actually see. So let's see what this does so far, but we're above this trend line, so super solid anyway. Link, I wanted to talk about Link. So we talked about Link the other day. We can see this trend line forming, and as you can see, exactly like BTC. So if you go back to BTC, you can see this similar pattern forming, right? So pretty much doing the same thing. Link is also respecting and also moving back up. So when I look at all of this, I'm thinking, okay, is this super bullish or is it not? But no, I think Link still hasn't had his time. You know, I think Link's time is coming. Link's time is coming, and this is why I tell people that if you do hold some Link, just hold on, because Link's time is coming. I don't think it's quite yet, right? So Link has recently been seeing a little bit of a pump because of what's that token called? It's not a token, sorry, it's a project. A lot of these Ethereum projects have been moving over there. I have talked about the name is on my tip of my tongue, but I can't remember now. But a lot of projects have been moving there, and that project kind of uses Link price feeds and everything, and I think that's what Link is getting a little bit of a side effect from that, but nothing more. But other than that, it follows the market, so it's one of those, it just follows the market, so be careful on that one. That's all I'm going to say. But it's a long hold, remember, it's one of the long hold. Luna was hot, so it's in a good zone, right? But it is pointing down, as you can see this. So this is going to be the phase where you start accumulating some if you did want some. You know, if you wanted any, you just start accumulating right now, and then we're going to see a swing moving back up again. Should be quite awesome. Hold on, let me just double check. So yeah, I'm just going to blast through them. Nothing too much in detail. So far so good. So this is a micro trend line, I'll call it mini trend line. So far so good, nothing much to worry about. and then we've got this one, pretty much also converges as well, so which is not bad. So yeah, I could see a bounce here, moving back up, and we still got the Fibonacci, so we still got the target at the $56, so we might go there. Hello, bro. How you doing? Nice to see you on the chat. Thank you very much, bro. You wanted me to talk about something, I remember. Let me see if I can find what you wanted me to talk about. Give me a sec. Oh yes, I got it. So you wanted me to talk about cold storage wallets and XYZ. All right, let's talk about cold storage. See, with cold storage wallets, I urge everybody, right, that your money, your crypto, everything will be the safest when you move it to a cold storage. Also, companies like Binance and this and that, they've had some serious issues where I think if you haven't done your full KYC and you haven't passed all of your, you know, I don't know, whatever they do, the AML, everything they do, so all your identity, and you have a bit of a situation, you need to start taking your money out of Binance. That's what I'm going to say. So take your money out of Binance, put it into KuCoin or something like this, or a Ledger wallet, right? That would be the best thing to do. Or move it off to another exchange. Like Coinbase is good, Gemini is good, Kraken is good. So a few companies out there are quite good. KuCoin is one where you can get pretty much all their shit coins. So start moving your coins out. That's what I'm going to say. Binance is dead. That's why I left Binance a few weeks ago. Remember, I announced it. I said why I'm leaving Binance. I'm gone. So that's Binance. But if you are going to use cold storage like Ledger or Trezor, please don't try and save $5-10. Buy directly from their website. No third party, no eBay, no Amazon. Go directly to Ledger, or go directly to Trezor or any cold storage suppliers. Buy directly from them to avoid hacks or anything. So there was a news broke out that some idiot, he went to something called EK Swap, and he plugged his ledger onto their protocol, and they've taken all of his money out. Well, that's what's going to happen. Why would you put your seed phrase on somebody else's website? You don't do that. There's a method to how you use Ledger to move money, and the security side should be on your side, not on the other side. So you don't give your seed phrase to another website, because it could easily use a cookie and track you and take all of your data. So that's what's been happening over there. And then on top of that, it seems like he bought it on Amazon. So again, those devices could be compromised. They could look like they're all sealed and everything, but they may be compromised devices. That's why you don't buy from third party. These are security stuff. You don't buy from a third party. So even me, when I tell people to buy from like Amazon or something, if someone wants to buy from Amazon, I say, look guys, use a trusted seller, right? Someone who's been in the game for a long time, use them. But even them, I wouldn't trust. I'd rather pay you $10 more, $20 more, and get it direct from the main dealers, because you know, at least I know I've got some safety there, and if there's any issues I can still contact them and everything. So hopefully that kind of helps, and I hope you guys understand. Remember, whenever you get one of those cold storage devices, always factory reset them 2-3 times. And if you're seeing new seed phrases every time, that's great, right? So do that, you'll be fine. But remember, Binance, take all your funds off if you haven't done KYC, you know. And if you have done KYC, you're fine. You can basically buy, sell, trade, do whatever you want, or move, as I said, just move it off to another exchange, because Binance is just too much drama. Binance is literally shooting itself in both foot, so it wants to disable itself. Happy days. That's Binance, right? Ramp. Now Ramp is one that I'm putting on the radar. I don't normally put any coins on the radar, but I did put Ramp on the radar. With Ramp's technology is quite awesome actually. So what Ramp is doing, everything looks bullish also, but the reason I'm putting Ramp on the list is because of how Coinbase is interested, and this is going to be one of those coins I'm mentioning because you'll technically be front running, right? When you see some of these coins here, you'll actually be front running most of the retail or institutions, because remember, even like companies like Serum, they're coming. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of these coins, of course now it's a bit hot, so I'm going to only say, you know, invest what you can afford to lose, and I'm not a financial advisor, but it's good to always have a look at this list and see what they're buying, what is Coinbase custody buying, and what are they interested in, and then take it from there, right? So that's one of the reasons why I've got a feeling ramp is going to do quite well. In fact, the other day ramp almost went to its the Fibonacci level, so we can obviously adjust the fibs and see where we can go now. But I think I won't bother, because obviously ramp has to come back to this level here, but it has opportunities, and it's right now is what's the price right now? 39 cents. Ramp has opportunity to go back to this previous all-time high and probably even higher, because it does have great potential. So I'm just going to leave it with that one. I'm not going to pump this or anything like this. I mentioned this on another video as well. Total market cap looks super solid. I mean, we've tested this previous all-time high almost, and I think we're coming back for another test. As long as the market continues, when we break through this, I think we're going to just smash past it. So it's going to be really awesome. Right, nothing here actually to show. Yeah, okay, I wanted to show how, look, the price is moving down, BTC leaving exchanges, price is moving up, BTC still leaving exchanges. So this is showing super bullish stuff, basically, where we can see the market is reacting slightly different to everything else. Do you know what I mean? The institutions, the big whales, the big boys on the OTC, they're constantly buying all of this stuff. You can see even net flow in all exchanges, mostly leaving exchanges. And I think Binance is going to trigger some of that, because a lot of people are moving their funds off Binance straight away. So that's what's going to happen. And you know what the best part about all of this is? You're going to love this. So Binance causing a bit of an issue, being the largest exchange on the planet by volume. It loses all of its volume. Everybody takes it out. Half of the people are worried about which exchange you put it into. People become a little bit more clued up, and they're like, okay, I'm not going to risk all my money. I'm going to now put half my money in my cold storage. I'm going to put my liquid asset in the exchange. So anything liquid that I can afford to sell now or get rid of now, I'm going to put on the exchange, right? That's what we're going to do. Any holding portfolio, they're going to move it off the exchanges. All of this creates a massive supply shock. So this, whatever Binance is doing, is actually great for the industry, great for the crypto sphere, because it ultimately pumps everything. Because now there's going to be a supply shock, because a lot of people were leaving their coins on exchanges, and this is now telling people that, guys, if you're serious about your coins, don't trust these exchanges. Doesn't matter how big they are to fail or whatever, right? It doesn't matter. Ultimately, they're gonna not, if they don't, then the regulation will, one way or another, to screw them or screw you, you know. So here's Binance trying to be the best exchange, fine, but Binance got screwed. Binance got taken down by a few lines of paper, a paper and a few lines written on a paper, the regulation. That's what Binance got taken down by. But this was bound to happen. Do you know what I mean? So we know this is happening, and it's not the first. Now it's started. It's going to be a snowball effect. Other exchanges are going to have all the same problems as well. So so you got to understand, this is one of the reasons why I always tell people, look, guys, I don't keep more than 1%. Maybe on a good day, if I'm going to do trading, whatnot, maybe 5% on an exchange. But other than that, 99% of it is, most of the time, 99% is stuck on a Trezor or a Ledger on a cold storage somewhere, because I don't want to touch it there, because I don't trust any one of them, because they can be taken down. My Ledger can't. My Ledger is a USB stick, and on top of that, I put it in there and I threw the stick away. So good luck. I don't even have access to it. So this is important to understand. But yeah, I mean, now it's time to diversify. So all of you guys who haven't created more exchange accounts, go and create them. It's for free. Create as many as you can. Trust me, you're going to love it. Nothing much here. Just keep an eye on the market, trying to see what's going on. BTC volume seems to be up, which is good. Also, I can check the volume here, actually. Let's have a look. Yeah, BTC volume is up, so we can see the entire market up now as well, 2.4 trillion. So the market did not get affected. Pretty much majority of them looking green. Solana recovering as well, absolutely fine. Polkadot, we know it's going to have a dump, so it's having its dump. That's fine. And other than that, everything else is like, the big boys that pumped recently, look, the big boys that pumped are dumping now, so that's profit taking, right? And then the small fish that didn't, they're all coming back up now. So this is a cycle. The money moves. It's like in waves, and just one time it's here, then the next time it's elsewhere. But other than that, look, everything looking awesome. I'm not really complaining. I see money moving in, and also BNB we talked about. Actually, You know what? Today's the only day I didn't put a BNB chart, and look what BNB just did. Because I've been disappointed with BNB. Let's put this one. Because I've been pretty disappointed with BNB for the last few days. Actually, not this chart, it's the other chart. So I have been disappointed how everything is showing positive, but it just didn't make a move. So obviously this is more to do similar to how BTC's made that move. Let's see what it does. But I have mentioned to many people as well, I said, look, I am going to be dumping all my BNB very soon, and it's all because of regulations. It's all because of all of this drama that BNB is having. So Binance having all the drama is going to create an effect where a lot of people are going to panic, and that's going to, you know, start crashing the coin. So that's why I want to take half my chips off the table, so at least I know I made a decent amount of money. The other thing is regulations will always cause a problem, like if, you know, the SEC, the infrastructure bill, all of those kind of drama is coming. So I've got a feeling companies like FTX, right, you know, they will perform a lot better. Ramp will not Ramp, sorry, was it Ramp? The Thorchain, sorry, Rune is going to perform a lot better, and that's just my opinion, by the way, guys, not financial advice. But I think some of the other protocols will perform. So centralized, there are one or two companies who will perform better. We just about to have a shake up. A lot of business from Binance is going to go to somebody else right now, so we don't know who. Only way we can actually check is if we go here and just check exchanges and look at all the top exchanges. We will see that these volume, like here for example, $24 billion, we're going to see these volume filter over to the other exchanges. Do you know what I mean? And whichever country you're in, my advice to you is pick the one that is kind of the highest regulated in your country, which has zero problems, like some of the idiocracy with Binance. For example, I was a full KYC person there, but now they're asking me to show them proof of funds, and I'm like, but that's crypto profit, so how can I show you it's in your exchange? So it's like the questions they're asking me is like robots are on repeat. So I was like, it's just stupid, because I'm telling you it's in your account, it's been sitting in your account, and you can see the appreciation, right, for some of the coins that I have, and now you want me to show you how I got that money to get that. And I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. If you buy something for $1 and it's now $1,000, how can I prove that to you, that how I got the $1,000? Well, I just told you how I got it. You should be able to see it. So it's so stupid. I mean, the questions they're asking is just pure stupidity. So that's why I got rid of them. Happy days. They were suffering from UK bank transfers. Happy days. So I'm not bothered with them, but they are still okay. They are still active. I'm full KYC on all of these, by the way. But I am doing it with USDT, so I'm quite happy with that. Coinbase is still fine. I can buy with GBP. I have zero issues with this. This one I'm finding a bit difficult to use, because sometimes you want to quickly transfer something, but I've got to pull out the laptop every single time I want to do something. So pretty annoying, but it's okay. It's not that bad. Really cool. I don't like the transaction fee, like when I'm trying to put money in or buy something, because you can't actually do direct bank transfer to them, I believe. So far, every time I've gone to buy something, I've been sending it through Simplex or Banxa. So that's the annoying thing. But if you have USDT or something, it's very easy to use. So you know, pretty much all of them have the same user interface. I don't know, I think that's like a generic thing now. So I've seen Binance, Huobi, you know, KuCoin, all of them have the same kind of an interface. But it's just your fiat gateway. I think that's where things are different. So that's what it is. But for me, you know, I've got, apart from this obviously, because we're not allowed, but I've got Kraken, I've got FTX, I've got all of these, you know. Bitfinex is there as well. It's an old account. I haven't logged in for a long time. Gate.io, of course, you've got to keep that. Bitstamp, again, long account. I'm not sure if I've even logged into this for a little while. This might even get a chance from me now. So even though I hate this account, this might get a good chance from me, because this is comparatively okay as Binance, but you have to really know what you're doing. This is not a mobile app. You want to use the full features, go to the website. So I'll probably be jumping onto the website for this one and seeing what this does. This is pretty good actually. I'll be honest with you. This is Poloniex, is one of the oldest. It's pretty good. So that's there. And then obviously I've got my Bybit, but I know Bybit's also having some bank transfer issues. So be careful with all of this. But yeah, other than that, there's a lot more there. Listen guys, there's so many there. You know, and there's a lot more decentralized ones obviously, but this is all the centralized list that I'm just saying to you. There's a few more hidden ones there as well. But always, my advice to you is follow the liquidity. Stick around with the ones with the highest liquidity. Don't go to some stupid one that there's no liquidity. You know what I mean? Stick around with the highest liquidity. So in my opinion here, I would say, you know, if you are coming out of this, then look for the next top 5 and stick around with them. You'll be all right. And always diversify. Remember, don't put your eggs in one basket. You know, you don't need one exchange for everything. I know it makes it easier, but then your risk is a lot higher. So try and diversify. So whatever you put here, don't put in here. Whatever you put here, don't put in there. You know what I mean? So keep it like that. Keep it diversified, and you should be okay. Because there is going to be a lot of exchange dramas coming. Trust me. Crypto is here to stay. Crypto has been legalized. Think about it. Infrastructure bill, all of that. This is legalizing crypto. Crypto, you know, Bitcoin now is a legal tender of a country, and many other countries are coming out with news that they want to also legalize it. It's here to stay, guys. So if it's here to stay, now the governments of the world and the regulators of the world, they will have to find ways to attack it. And the only way they can attack it is by making it so hard for people to go in and transact and do whatever from the registered exchanges, the exchanges where they can find the people. And they're going to make your life harder with paper, with a simple piece of paper. So that's what's going to happen. You know, as a man of the world, as a man of the planet, like man of the land, I always say it's my money, I do what I want with it. Do you know what I mean? But no, the legal, so there's a law of the land which allows me to do whatever I want, and then you've got the legal system which says no, you have to follow these guidelines, and unfortunately they all fall within the legal category, not the law of the land. So I'm not going to make this any longer. I've got a few bits and bobs to do. So I hope this was all helpful. I hope you watched it right to the end. I know some people came on and off, which is fine. It's not an issue. I'm sure it was just pretty random. You probably were expecting me to do the stream around this time and get everything out there. But listen, I don't know. Some of the guys probably saw it. I had about 6 or 7 attempts to get this stream live, and it just didn't go live. So eventually, I had to manually push it forward, get this thing out there, and use some other, as I said, some ancient software and reset it. And hopefully the audio wasn't a problem. So I hope the audio was okay. I hope the video did show up. I mean, I did check it out. The video did come up. I just realized that there wasn't enough people on the chat, but that's absolutely fine. You know, we just got to push forward, right? Doesn't matter what happens. So I hope you find value. And remember, Solana, nothing happened. Okay, so end of the day, the blockchain didn't die, right? The blockchain didn't die. If anything has died, is Cardano, in my opinion. No worries, bro. Thank you, Bubble. Oh, Bubble, you've been here. Thank you, Bubble. Look, in my opinion, right, and remember, I'm a Cardano bull. I'm a Solana bull. I'm only stating the facts. Solana did not die, so it's fine. Cardano died. Cardano died because what's going on? Where are the projects? Where is everybody? Do you know what I mean? I want to see the projects. I want to see the projects come out. So Cardano, so far, since the upgrade smart contract, we haven't heard a single announcement that another project is launching on Cardano. So, in my opinion, I need to see some action on there. And Cardano is dead. Thank you, Bubble. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you. So yeah, other than that, like, share, subscribe, and what I'll do is I'll catch you on another one very soon. As I said, I've got to go somewhere. I've got to go and do bits and bobs, so there's a bit of chore. So let me go jump in that, deal with this one, and then I'll catch you on another one tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow's stream shouldn't be a problem. I'll double check it. You know, again, I'm going to double check the software later on. I'm going to probably do some test streams or something to see what really happened. But I did realize that it was YouTube who wasn't allowing me to send the stream. So I know this happens a lot, especially with crypto channels. We've noticed this many times, that YouTube kind of throws a little spanner in the works just to kind of block us or something, or makes the stream all rubbish. But other than that, I hope this was all good. Right, so I'll see you on another one, guys, very soon. Adios, my amigos, and thank you very much for all of you guys to come to the chat.